My office is in need of some help again. Okay, so we're at a place right now where I'm currently waiting for some more supplies to come in. There is a certain wick that I am needing to progress with testing for fear of wasting a lot more time, wax, and fragrance. I'm gonna wait and not pour any candles probably until this weekend because I have to wait for those to arrive. So while I wait, my office is in need of some help again. The workspace needs a little tender loving care. We need to try to make some more dedicated workspace. I have quite a large order coming from Amazon later in the week, which includes printers as well as a new work desk. So I can get rid of the plastic one that is in my office currently. So we need to make some room. We're working with a very small space that also doubles as a guest space. We don't use it like that very often at this point, but there is a pull-out couch in there. So I don't really have anywhere else to move the items that are in there. And I also don't feel like I don't want to say I don't deserve more space, but like at this point in time, until the business grows more or at all, because we're just starting, I don't want to dedicate more space. I just want to use the space that I have more effectively. So step one is to get rid of things that don't need to be in there and finally just purge and let go of some things and make some space. So let's go upstairs and start cleaning. I'm gonna start with the worst part, which is the closet. Might as well try to get the biggest thing done first, and I think I'm gonna be able to make a lot of space in there for some of my supplies, so let's do that now. These are from a past life, and it is time to say goodbye. These are my fragrances that I do use in my candles currently. So I'm going to store these in the closet on a tray. So they're easy to take in and out of the closet, but they're in a cool, dark place. And I have all of my diffuser oils on this one with my funnels. So I'm going to keep these on a tray together. Extra hanging diffuser bottles. I'm going to keep these in the closet where my overstock of jars are. Is this jar not so pretty? I cannot wait to repurpose this. Probably should wait till Christmas because it's the perfect Christmas green, but I don't think I can wait that long. I got this hot plate in my very first candle kit. It's not the best ever, but it does work in a pinch. So I'm going to keep this out here on my hutch just in case I get in a rock and hard place and I need it. I have a nice camera. All I have to do is learn how to properly use it to take product photos, and I am really excited to do that in the future. It's an old camera, but I don't see why it can't work. Okay, the second nap is over, so that means my time organizing is over for right now anyways. But this looks pretty good in here. I might see if my husband can help me add another shelf somehow in here or get some kind of organizational unit to put there as things expand. But I've got my oils for my candles, oils for my diffusers, repurposed jars, and then all my new jars are up here. Unfortunately, I do have ones up here that I'm not going to use for this collection. I'll try to use them later. And down below, we've got some empty spots, which is nice. This is empty. This is mostly empty. It just has a heat gun in it. that might get moved somewhere else. And then I have some packing materials that I had just for like sending gifts and things. So I'm going to keep that. And then down here, these are all just like office supplies, stationery, and like photos and keepsakes and stuff in this one. And then, of course, I got like my heavyweight jackets and whatnot over here, which I got rid of a bunch. And then on the back of my door, I have my organizer, which once the office is all cleaned up, I'll go through this in more detail. So yeah, it currently doesn't look like we made it better. It looks like we made it worse, but we're just going to believe in the process. Right, Maverick? Have faith in the process.
I know it doesn't seem like I have a plan, but I do have a plan. Like this big pile right here with all the clothes, donation, garbage, stuff that needs to be shredded. That's donation stuff. So it's not as bad as it seems. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it working better. Okay, this is where I'm going to stop for this evening. My first go at it. We already kind of talked about the closet. I know you're like, oh, it doesn't look that much different. And it doesn't, but it will look very different come the end of the week. I was able to file some important papers away down here in my hutch and throw away a bunch of garbage here. And then there's a big box of donations around the corner. There's another bag of clothes by the stairwell also. And then I also reorganized these bins. This one has a bunch of wax in it that I'll just probably use for gifts or personal use. And this has my 6006 in it, packing peanuts. And then I didn't really do much here, but this will be completely different by the end of the week. I've got some ideas how I want to change this up. So I will be excited to share that. Good morning. Hello. It is a new day. Today I'm going to be moving all the items off of my workstation so I can remove the folding table that I have in here and replace it with a new desk that is more stable and flat and just better in general for workflow. But before I do that, I gotta clear off this space and make space in this office so I can build the table.
Okay, so I'm pleased to report that this is more stable than the card table I had. I don't think it's as stable as my desk that's already existing. And as you can see, it's actually pretty low. It's lower than what I expected. I must have misread. I thought it was the same height as this table and the card table. So, change of plans. We're going to make this my desk. So, we're going to be moving my monitors, my keyboard, all that kind of stuff over here. And my corner desk over here will be my workstation, which is maybe even better because it goes up and down. So that'll be perfect for candle making. I'll be able to stand up and not lean over, which will be really nice. I am, however, happy to report the happiest accident that this was so easy to put together. So if you're looking for a pretty nice quality desk for a good price, um, that doesn't look too bad. It doesn't perfectly match what I had, but it's okay. And it literally was 3 steps to put it together. So really, really easy. Took me a matter of minutes to do. So, yeah, all in all, I'd probably recommend this piece, but I'm going to go ahead and start moving my monitors and things over here. Okay, so as you can see, I got my workstation moved over, or my computers, my monitors, and all that stuff. I think it's going to be fine. My thermal printer is still in the box, but it will probably live right here. I have a riser and everything for that somewhere around here. And I think this will be just fine. I'll just lower my chair a little bit. I don't need that much space anymore to be doing office type stuff and administrative things. So I think this will work out just fine. Just don't look under here yet because I'm not done with it, okay? I will get some kind of cradle or move the one that I had over here, this desk. But that's going to require some help from my lovely other half, I think. He did a great job cleaning up the wires before with like tubing to keep them together and little, wire corraller type things. I don't know what you call them, but we'll do that again. I just think I might need a little bit of help from him. So it's not perfect, it's not complete, but we will continue to work on this over the next week. Nap time is probably going to be over soon, so I don't have that much more time, but I'm going to try to get this put together as much as I can. Okay, so nap time is over. I need to go grab my little dude. This is where we're at for right now. I actually wanted my melter over here, which is still probably possible or is possible. I need to find an extension cord. It wasn't going to reach. So, this is how it is for right now, but in all likelihood, I don't know. We'll just work with it like this for a couple of days and see if we like it or not. In theory, this is probably best because I can stand right here, do my pouring, and this is, tucked back away from the door, away from the window, away from the AC vent. So in theory, this is probably best. I have my warming mat here just in case I need it for pre-warming, and I have my emergency little hot plate here, which I think I'm going to replace with something that's like more low profile and flat at some point, just for safety reasons. But yeah, I think it will work for now. There's still some tidying up to do in here. It's not perfect. I have a couple of things in another box down the hall to kind of help facilitate a better workflow and clean things up a bit. But yeah, I just need to work on some finishing touches. But yeah, I think I'll be right at home with this new setup. We'll work with it for a couple weeks and then make tweaks from there. I'm upgrading my pen holder because this thing right here is nonsense. I opened my last box from Amazon and added a couple more itty bitty things. I got a couple of these really nice little acrylic risers. So I was able to pop my laptop on top and then hide a couple things underneath. I also just got an external hard drive, so that's exciting. Can't believe I already need one of those, but here we are. This is pretty much unchanged. I just added my wax bins underneath and then my peanuts that I'm saving. Get a nice handy dandy hook for my heat gun over here, which is great. The next step is just to finish this up, organize it, make it probably more utilitarian, I guess. Somebody is awake. But yeah, we'll probably just put mostly finished product over here for right now, depending on, how much we have.
Editing Lauren here. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not following me on Instagram, it's at Chronicle Home Co. Please also consider liking and subscribing to this channel if you like our content. I'll link everything that I order from Amazon or use in my office, just in case you guys have any interest. If you use any of my links, please know that I may earn a small commission from Amazon. Thank you for spending your time here. I'll see you again soon.